Hi, Roxanne. Thanks for coming in today. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. So, is this your first therapy session of any kind today?
Yeah, I've never had therapy before.
Okay, so before we jump in, I want to go over something that's really important, which is your privacy. So, anything that's said between us in this session is going to be confidential. I will not share with anyone unless I have your written permission to do so. So, you consider this a safe space to be as honest as possible. There are, however, a few situations where I will have to report that to my supervisor or law enforcement. One being if I feel that you're in immediate danger to harm yourself or someone else. And also throughout these sessions talking, if I hear about any type of abuse regarding a child or a vulnerable adult, those are situations where I need to report. There's also a rare occasion where a judge may subpoena my notes. My notes are kind of very detailed to what we're talking about, so there's not going to be too much information out there, but that's still a chance of it being having to be subpoenaed. Outside of those stipulations, within confidentiality, do you have any questions or concerns?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, what brings you in today?
Well, honestly, I've just been struggling with a lot of anxiety lately, and I just feel really overwhelmed. I'm recently out of a long-term relationship with my children's father. I have 3 children. The oldest is 12. And so I'm juggling all of my kids' activities, my work. I have a very busy job, trying to be present with my kids. There's all of the things going on in the world, which, seems silly, but it really does add to my anxiety. We're at war, all of these political things happening, and I just feel like I'm always stressed out. I'm not sleeping well. And so that it's just like a cycle, right? Like I'm not sleeping well, and so my fuse is short, and so I feel like I'm always yelling at my kids, and just overwhelmed, and I just am hoping that either just even by talking to someone or maybe gaining some skills that, in those moments where I'm like tearing my hair out, that can help me manage those situations better, because I really want to be a better mom, a better friend, a better employee, like all of these things. And I just feel like my anxiety and my stress levels are keeping me from doing that, and I just don't know what to do anymore.
Okay, yeah, I can definitely see you definitely overwhelmed, and I can see that you have a lot on your plate. Once again, thank you for coming in today. I'm glad that you were able to share that with me. So during these therapy sessions, is there any goals that you might have in mind? What are you looking to get from this?
I would like to kind of to break this cycle, right? Like to figure out what I can do in those moments to handle these situations better, but also like how that cycle can reverse, right? So I can maybe start sleeping better and have more patience and better time management, right? Because it just feels like I'm always running. Like even taking this time to meet with you today feels like a failure, and that I'm taking away from my children, because they have so many things and so many things I need to be doing, that it feels like I'm neglecting that even by taking this time for myself, and I just need to figure out how to manage all of those pieces better.
I hear you. I hear you. Taking therapy is a big step, and you have made that step. So I'm glad to see that you have some goals that we can work towards, and we can work together to figure out the things that may work for you, if that be in mindful practices, finding some things that help you cope with situations where you find yourself in. Those type of things we can work through in the session. So
Sounds great.
thank you.